Hello, my name is Claire Heberlein. Today I'm going to be presenting to you a presentation done by myself and my coworker Deb Eim from Southwest Wisconsin Technical College in Fenimore, Wisconsin. Our presentation is going to be on writing a business plan for your farm. Did you ever wonder what happened to all of my income last year? Are we making any money on this goat dairy? How come we didn't get to go on vacation? Are we making any progress on this farm? I always feel like I have too much debt. And when is Johnny son or Susie daughter going to take over? And why do I do what I do on my goat operation? What questions a business plan will answer is why do we do what we do and how will we be better in the future? To write a business plan, you want to write a business plan to either maintain or seek financing for your business, and it can also be used as a planning tool for your business from year to year operations. What exactly is a business plan? It's a written document for your business that lays out your business idea, describes where you are, points where you want to go, and outlines how you propose to get there. And it's going to basically create the game plan for your operation. So are you going to milk 200 goats commercially? You have 5 goats now. Where do you want to go? Are you going to build a new parlor, build a bigger barn to accommodate 250 goats? And how are you going to get there? Who are you going to hire? Are you going to hire employees? How are you going to get to that next stage of your operation? What is a business plan? It should be realistic. It should be flexible, clear and concise. It should constantly be a work in progress, and it should always be motivating. A business plan outline. Your business plan should start with a title page, followed by an executive summary, a business description, your operations, your marketing plan, your management and organization, and your financial plan. Now, depending on your type of operation farm, these things may vary in size for your operation. If you are marketing goat milk to a cheese factory, then your marketing plan may be relatively small. However, if you are going to be marketing, say, breeding stock or making your own cheese and marketing it, your marketing plan may be very extensive. So we're going to basically walk through a mock business plan for Southwest Tech Goat Dairy. Some of the information pushed into here will be my own, Claire Heberlein, my personal operation, and a little bit about that. Just basically a mock business plan to show you what we want to see in a business plan. So we're going to start off with our title page. This should include your company name, your address, your phone number, a logo if you have one, your names of your owners, and of course the date this business plan was put together. So here we have our business plan for Southwest Tech Goat Dairy, Jason and Claire Farmer, in Fenimore, Wisconsin, and the date. So our executive summary is going to have a mission statement. That should be 1 to 2 sentences long, a full focal point for your farm. What are your values? So here at Southwest Tech Goat Dairy, we strive to produce quality goat milk 365 days a year while improving our herd health and farm management through continuous education in the goat industry. Our operation will be improved through better genetics, higher efficiency, and a passion for improving our herd health. That's our basic executive summary for our goat dairy. So the next part of your executive summary is going to include your goals. You should have some short-term goals. For this particular dairy, we're going to begin using an automatic kid feeders for better efficiency and shorter chore time. Our long-term goals are going to include reducing our debt load, achieving a higher production per doe, and purchasing an ultrasound machine, as well as increasing our net worth. When we look at these goals, we're going to look at what do you want to achieve on your farm. So we want better efficiency and shorter chore time. So we're going to use an automatic kid feeder in our short-term goals. And then in our long-term goal, we want to achieve 9 pounds of production per doe per day. How we're going to do that? We're going to utilize new genetics and better forage. In the end, that extra poundage per doe is going to help us to reduce our debt load. We need to remember that our goals should be SMART. They should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time specific. We need to have deadlines on these goals. And then as we look at our business description, so we're going to have a business overview in it. Basically, just describe your farm, how many livestock and how many acres, what type of livestock. Are we raising dairy goats or boar goats? What kind of crops are you going to grow? Are you going to grow any crops for your goat operation? Here at Southwest Tech Goat Dairy, it's a 250 head family owned and operated commercial dairy. Jason and Claire and their children are going to provide all the labor. They own 210 acres that they currently rent out and contract all their hay. And they're currently milking 250 head of does with replacement doe kids and utilizing an AFI management system. That's the basic overview for this particular operation. So here we have our business description. We've got our overview, and then we need our location. Where's our farm at? It's located 12 miles west of Benamor, Wisconsin, in Grant County, with a close proximity to both Montchevre and Woolrich cheese factories. This is a key point when you're in a goat operation because we want our farm close enough to the cheese factories to not have an extra hauling charge. Also under our business description is going to be our facilities. How are we going to house our animals? So the majority of the facilities on this particular farm are going to be new. And this is just going to talk about your operation. When were the buildings built? How much hay and grain space? And what type of facilities are there? Here's a picture demonstrating one of the buildings on the operation. It's a hoop building for the kid housing with removable pens. And then it talks a little bit about the parlor holding 32 animals. It's 16 to a side and have 8 swing milkers. Next under our business description is going to be our history and our structure. So Jason began shipping milk in February 2010. The herd has been built and changed and grown to 700 animals and is now down to 250. This goes step by step through what kind of operation is it, what kind of background do the owners have in the goat industry. Moving on, the next section of your business plan is going to be operations. This is going to cover your products and services. So what do you sell and what farm services do you offer? On this particular operation, you're going to they ship 270,000 pounds of milk per year average to the local creamery. The milk is contracted annually, and they sell their buck kids at birth and sell out some of their herd as cull goats. Now, this part will obviously change with an operation. You might not need to cull as many animals per year. You might be able to increase your buck price, and your poundage of milk to your creamery may change. So this is where your business plan needs to be flexible as well. So what makes your product or service unique from competitors? Are you a standard goat dairy as the one described here? Or do you have something different like breeding stock for sale? Or are you going to market some of your milk as making handmade soaps and lotions during your slow time in the winter? All things to think about as you get into your operations with your products and services. The next, so under operations, you will also list your license, permits, and regulations. This dairy is currently a grade B operation that has a license that was obtained in 2010. This is a very basic operation. Now, if you're going to be processing your own cheese, you're going to have more licenses and permits. If you're raising your own crops, you're going to have your pesticide licensing. You may have some building permits to list in this area of your business plan as well. And then as we start talking about our operations, we will also have our risk management. So how have you protected your business against any risks that it might encounter in operations? Do you have insurance on the owners? Do you have insurance on the farm? Do you have insurance on your livestock? Do you have an estate plan? Do you need any added insurance for your particular operation? Your operations is also going to cover your environmental issues. Now, 20 years ago, this might not have even been a chapter on a business plan. However, this is becoming more and more crucial to operations as many operations are getting larger and the DNR needs to step in with more rules. So, you need to describe your environmental concerns and how you're going to address them in your business practice. And are there any conservation programs that you're going to participate in on your operation? So, This particular business plan you can see on the right of your screen. The Southwest Tech Goat Dairy is in compliance with the nutrient management plan that's annually updated. This also talks about the livestock waste and how it's going to be handled. And if in case of a manure spill or a chemical spill, what's going to happen on this particular operation. And it's also going to talk about quality control. This area is going to cover how do you store your products, how are your products identified, and what's your livestock treatment protocols, as well as what's your record keeping system for your operation. So this particular dairy tests for antibiotics in treated goats and participates in testing with their local creamery. The farm owner is going to record the treated status of all the animals in their computer system, and the goals for milk quality are posted in the parlor so everyone can be reminded of their responsibilities. It also talks about your bacteria and somatic cell count. Here again, if you have an operation that's more than just producing milk, you may have more in this particular area of your business plan. Next up, we have a marketing plan. What's your marketing strategy? Who's your target audience for your products? Where are you going to sell your products? And what marketing tools are you going to use? And let's just take a minute and read what they have written for this particular operation. So on Southwest Tech Dairy, they're going to continue to market their milk to the local creamery on contract, and in the future they hope to market any excess dough kits through the website to other commercial dairies. The production records and genetics will be the main marketing tools for the sale of our breeding stock animals. We will heavily rely on our AFI production system for the needed milk production records. This would also be where you would list if you are taking any homemade products to, say, farmers markets, or if you're going to be attending any livestock sales to sell some of your livestock, or if you're going to be selling breeding bucks. How are you going to market your different areas of your operation? The next section of your business plan is management and organization. So, who's your management team? Who are the key individuals that are going to have the responsibilities on your farm? And you need to outline the responsibilities of those people. And also, how is that management team going to communicate? So, on this particular dairy, it's a husband and wife team. So 2 family members are going to represent the management team for Southwest Tech Goat Dairy. Roles and responsibilities are listed. So you have the general manager, Jason. He's going to do the majority of the operations day-to-day needs. And then you have the assistant manager, myself, Claire, and I do the herd health, the genetic management, and the marketing on our operation. This is a good spot in your business plan and your operation building to stop and think about what is each person's strengths and weaknesses, and how can people complement each other in the building of your operation. Now, granted, if you're only one person putting together your goat dairy, all the duties are going to rely on you. But if there's multiple people, it's always smart to stop and think about what areas are going to best benefit you. For instance, in our herd, I love genetic management and I love marketing. So those 2 areas come very naturally to me. My husband, Jason, would be the general manager on this mock dairy. He's very good at the legal aspect and the financial issues. He's great about lining up our insurance, our financials, and he's wonderful at records. So he takes over those duties, and I work more on the herd health and the genetic marketing. It's a very good spot to utilize other people's strengths and weaknesses and try to work them to the best of your farm's ability. Also under management and organization, you're going to have your professional services. Who are the key experts or consultants you're going to depend on for your business? You may choose to include the contact people, their address, and phone number. Since this is a mock business plan we're looking at today, I'm not going to include any personal information. But on our dairy, we use Military Ridge Vet Service. We get our nutrition through Ready Ag. We buy our machinery through John Deere and Case local dealerships. Our lenders are FSA. Our accountant is Lancaster CPAs. Every dairy should have a certain number of people that they can fall back on, especially if you have an issue on your operation. You will find it very beneficial to have a good team that you can work with in a pinch to get the answers you need. Next up, your financial plan. Now, I don't have examples of all these shown today, But you're going to want to attach the following financial statements to the end of your written business plan, especially if you're using your business plan for, say, a loan or trying to apply for loans or operation loans or a startup loan for your farm. So you're going to want a current balance sheet, an income statement, a statement of your cash flow projections, your cost of production, your history of financial statements. If you're starting operation, that one will luckily be pretty small. A financial ratio analysis, and some industry benchmark numbers. Now, in the current goat industry, we don't have a lot of industry benchmark numbers to go by, but those are definitely something you may want to look into. For this PowerPoint presentation and for putting together the mock business plan, we use the Center for Farm Financial Management, the online software for writing a business plan. Basically, it's eggplan.com. It's shown here. It's www.eggplan.umn.edu. This is a free service, and you can go in there and type in your whole operation and all your basically all your goals. It will step by step ask you questions as you plan your business plan and make it accessible and help prompt you with what you need to know for your operation. Another great website resource is the Beginning Farmers. It links to other online resources for writing a business plan. It's http://beginningfarmers.org/farm-business-planning. The next one is National Sustainable Agriculture Information Service. It has a variety of resources, samples, and links for you. I'm not going to read that one off because it's a very long link, but that's another area you can look into for business plan samples and links and such. And also BizPlanet. You can view a free download template of a business plan on that website. 5 steps to help you get started as you are starting your business plan. Before you even begin, take some time and just decide why you are writing a plan. Are you looking for a change in your career path? Are you looking to begin your own dairy goat operation? Why do you want to begin your own operation? Are you looking for financial stability? Are you looking to spend every day raising goats and in the barn and doing chores and getting to take care of these very fun animals? You need to get the big picture. Do you have the labor, the time, the resources you need to run a goat operation? You grab everything that's already handy as far as any financial statements you have, any resources you need, and start typing. Prepare a rough draft first. Maybe have your group of your banker and your vet and your financial resources people, and have them look at your rough draft before you make your final step. Thank you very much for listening to our presentation. If you need any help with your business planning, feel free to contact us. My name's Claire Heberlein. I did the audio portion of this presentation as well as helped make it goat specific, and Deb Im is my partner. She did help me do some resources and some research on the business plan end. We're with the Farm Business and Production Management Program from Southwest Wisconsin Technical College in Fenimore, Wisconsin. Thank you very much for your time, and good luck planning your dairy.